Previously.
So he now is officially my boyfriend, and it's going really well, and I don't know why I'm being stupid. Like, he's literally the nicest man I've ever met. I want you to meet him. He's awesome.
Okay.
In fact, let's all go for like a slice of knob cheesecake together.
A Gay and a Non-Gay is a podcast from James Barr and Dan Hudson.
Dan, I had a text from a friend that just listened to our live show from the other week. Do you remember saying this?
James has got a Greg's black card.
I have.
So, he gets free Greg's.
So I'll put my number back up, everyone. if you want free Greg's.
I mean, that is a thing. I would probably go gay for Greg's, I think.
He says, poor Talia, which is Dan's girlfriend, outdone by a steak bake and a pack of 4 yum-yums.
I mean, I was saying it in jest, I think.
Oh, were you? Mr. I Want to Go Cum Cooking?
Welcome to A Gay and a Non-Gay.
Really,
No,
I have so many issues with this.
No, what I mean is, if I've got to get a gun to my head and it's like, you've got to go gay for something, you've got to.
That's not really how you worded it. You said you just go gay for Greg's.
No,
you go
but-
gay for
but
a
I'm
free
saying-
Greg. You basically were saying, in jest, that you'd sleep with a gay man for a Greg's. That's not really how it works, though, Dan, is it?
How? It's not how
Well, you
it
don't
works.
normally, just switch up your sexuality so that you can have free food. That's not really normal. I wouldn't say that was in keeping with the LGBTQ plus community's plight.
Okay, I'm sorry. It's come from the phrase, I assume you're familiar with the phrase going gay for pay, right?
Yeah, I've watched those sites. Actually, I have.
When I said going gay for pay, that's not exactly what I meant.
What do you mean?
It comes from a Louis Theroux documentary where it's like porn stars who aren't gay.
I know, but it's sad.
Yeah.
But they're basically acting, aren't they? They're not going gay for pay. They're acting as a gay man to get paid, which is what a lot of actors do, to be honest.
But it's acting. There's acting and then there's acting, right?
I have really no idea what you mean. Do you mean there's acting and then there's sucking someone's dick?
Yeah.
Way!
James got the beers in.
I did actually get the beers.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm genuinely amazed that.
Really,
you've done
why?
that. I don't know.
I bought you a Bex.
How many Becks have you got?
I got 2.
Oh, great.
I bought myself a
What's prompted this?
smell of apple. My breakup. Cheers.
So what's gone on then?
I don't know. I'm really embarrassed, actually.
Is this a legit
I'm
breakup,
So
or is
yeah,
this-
this is a legit breakup. I'm so embarrassed. I'm so embarrassed.
Okay, well,
Dan,
just-
I got our last episode that literally a week ago. I'm like, oh, I've met the nicest man ever. I'd love you to meet him. We should go for some knob cheesecake together. He's like a beautiful man, and he's my boyfriend. And now a week later, here I am. In fact, it was the day it happened was the day that podcast came out, and here we are. I don't know, Dan.
Okay,
I hate that you're called Dan as well. It's making me think of...
Okay, well, call me something else.
I don't know what to call you. What do I call you?
Big D.
I feel really uncomfortable with that. Big D. Big D.
Lads.
To be honest, I feel so uncomfortable talking about it. Maybe he finished it because... And I'm going to own that. He finished it. I'm just
Okay.
going to say that. I'm not going to be cool about it. He finished it.
Okay.
And he did it on the phone at 11 p.m. after a really busy day. I was right in the middle of filming for this TV show that I'm pitching.
Amazing.
He knows how important it is, and he did it right then, which is a dick move.
What did he say in his phone call then?
He spent 40 minutes just doing that thing people do where they're like, oh, how are you? Are you okay? Oh my God, you all right? And when it's like, what are you? Fucking cut to the chase. This is embarrassing. I feel like he was really trying to be real with me, but it was difficult for him because I guess he just was like, I've got some issues I need to work through.
It's not you, it's me.
Yeah, basically, but over the course of 40 minutes instead. And he was like, I really like you. You're really great. I have fun when I'm with you. But my gut tells me that you're not the one.
If you're not the one, then why does my soul feel glad?
Sorry, couldn't resist.
Give it some gay.
I need to take the headphones off so I feel like I'm not on the radio. Yeah, because I just feel like I'm in a podcast. I don't want to be in a podcast. What were we talking about? I just said, do you know what I think your problem is? I think you're scared of accepting love or someone that likes you, which is why previously you've dated guys that are dicks to you. So that fits with how you feel about yourself. And then you've met someone that's not a dick, so you've assumed the role of a dick to protect yourself from that person changing their mind or leaving you. That's what I think is going on. But I'm very deep and I overthink things and I feel people's energy. And I think the only reason I'm able to sort of get through it is because I'm thinking, well, this isn't about me. This is about him.
It clearly is about him, really. It doesn't really sound like it's about you.
No, and I think it is because he's told me some of his issues that I won't go into here. He's told me some of the stuff that is on his mind. And I've seen the way he behaves online and the way he talks about himself. And I think, well, he's telling the truth. He has got a lot of stuff he needs to get through. I think gay men sometimes have a lot of issues accepting love, I think. And not that we said that word to each other, but I mean love as in someone that cares or that actually like wants to be. It's hard. I know I've been there. I've definitely been there. I've often dated people that were wrong for me because it was easier. Because at least then you know you're going to be hurt up front. And it's such a weird, deep psychological thing that you can't really understand, Dan, I don't think. I feel like you're not in this world. You don't understand what it's like to be gay. Have you ever heard any of your straight friends talk like this?
No, not really.
Okay, good. I just didn't want to make assumptions there in saying what I was saying. But I didn't like him saying, you're not the one. Because I just felt like that's ridiculous. I mean, we should talk about that. Is there a one? Do you think in life?
It's not one size fits all, is it? But I think for some people, yeah.
I mean, that's not making me feel bad.
I know, but there's no point in me lying, is there?
No, I mean, I don't know. I know that I dated people that were really wrong for me because I didn't like myself. And people do that a lot. You often see people with... It's hard to explain, but if you aren't very happy as a person, you make bad life choices, right?
Yeah.
You take the wrong job, you spend too much money on a car, you get into debt, you drink a lot, you take drugs, you date the wrong person. And I've done that a lot. And I feel like that's sort of where he's at. So as soon as he meets someone that's like not a dick, he's suddenly freaked out by it. And I feel like that's what's happened.
If it's over, right, then it's over.
Yeah.
And you know that.
Yeah.
Then you can move on.
What, like on the same day?
No, but...
What do you mean?
This happened today, did it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, my approach when I'm having a bad day is just to get to the end of it.
And get drunk.
Well, and get to sleep, actually.
No, I agree. But I had to see you, so...
They're like a lovely little couple, except they're not.
Dan, do you know what it is? Like, really? I don't care. I think he's amazing. I really care about him. I'm very sad that I'm never going to see him again. I'm very sad about that. I'm sad that I've had to unfollow him, unfriend him. And I'm sad that if he messages me, I won't reply. Do I mean that? I probably would. I don't know. But what I'm sad about is I'm sad. But I'm also really angry. And I'm also like, fuck it. There were things that weren't good. And that's not actually what I want. But what really upsets me the most is that I always do this. I always think, I found the one, I'm so happy. And then it just doesn't work again. Maybe I go too fast. But basically, I feel like I just want to get married, Dan. I just want to get married. I want my mum to see me walk down the aisle with a man. I want her to see that. I want her to be happy.
Yeah,
for
but
me.
you don't want her to see that and then see you walking down the divorce court a month later.
No, I know. That doesn't mean I still don't want that to happen now. It just upsets me. I don't want her to... this is so dark, but I'm sure people think this stuff. I don't want her to die whenever she dies, like however many years, let's say 40, I hope. And then I've not married someone. I feel like that will make her unhappy because she'll be like, well, who's going to look after James? Oh, God, I'm so sad. What is wrong with me? I'm half laughing, half crying. By the way, I'm okay. I'm okay. But that is really in my head a lot. And it's a really odd thought.
No, I understand that thought. I totally understand that, but can you not focus more on everything else that's good in your life, of which objectively there's a lot?
Yeah.
And in time, like, how we've talked on the podcast and in IRL about how going to the gym for your mental health has a knock-on effect of your physical health.
Yeah.
Similarly, if you focus all of your energies on all the cool stuff and this podcast, for example, of a wide variety of things that you do that is successful, and kind of try and put to the back of your mind this stuff about, I want to get married before my mum dies and blah, blah, blah. And when that does happen, it will be like the best thing in the world.
It's so weird even just hearing you say that back to me, because it's not something I've ever actually said out loud before about that, but it's definitely there in my head. So I have put it out in my head. I have thrown that aside. And it's not something she said. She's never said to me that she wants to see that. She's not put that, not that I know, she's not put that seed in my head. That's just something I put there myself. But I mean, I really think she probably just wants me to be happy in whichever what way. Like,
yeah.
Can we continue this conversation in GAY? I really need to sleep with someone right now.
More sex than ever.
Am I too much? By the way, I envisage this
Too
episode.
much for me, but we're not going out, are we? You would say that about me as well, so that's not a diss.
I don't know if I would anymore. I really value this relationship.
It's slim pickings now.
It's been one of the most
exhausted all the gay men, and now it's you're in the non-gay market.
The way I envisage this episode going, by the way, is that we cut between me having a breakdown and me being really up.
Right. But there's been no up points.
There has. There's been loads of up points. By the way, do not dare write James is having a meltdown in the episode description. Because I will be so pissed off.
Firstly, I don't write the episode descriptions.
Sometimes you do. Sometimes you do.
Sometimes I do.
Sometimes you do, Dan. Sometimes you do.
Sometimes you do.
I wrote last week's one that said I had a boyfriend. Retraction. What should this week's be? Retraction.
James no longer has,
no longer has a boyfriend. Oh, Dan, that's awful.
Day.
This is the 7 stages of a breakup all happening right now for your pleasure.
What stage?
What have I done? I don't know. I went from sad to angry to like...
But now we're in the,
I'm in the like hate him, slag him off, shade him mode.
Okay, well that's good.
Yeah,
right,
I'm stood up now. I was sat down in a corner before. Now I am stood up.
Whenever I'm annoyed, I was really annoyed yesterday and sad actually. I listened to loads of metal and it sorted me out.
Why?
I just was. Anyway, play this song.
Why?
Because I actually listened to this once, I think, over a girl, and it sorted me out.
It's Five Finger Death Punch, The Bleeding.
I feel empty. Better off without you. You're better off without me.
I really love that lyric.
It's amazing, isn't it?
I really like that. But I would probably...
Why don't you try singing that? That wasn't even the chorus of that tune, by the way. That's the pre-chorus.
Number 1 for non-gays.
Thanks for listening. We're Gay and A NonGay, and we're very grateful to have your ears.
Yes, and we want your eyes as well. We're doing a live event at Waterstones on Tottenham Court Road on November the 9th. It's a Q&A with the author Darryl Bullock about his new book, David Bowie.
Not
Bowie, James.
Not Bowie.
And we're not getting into this again. David Bowie Made Me Gay is a great book. I was reading it the whole time I was in Seattle. Tickets are £5. It's
See you there.
Yeah, it's a whole new thing for us. It should be exciting.
And there's some David Bowie cocktails.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm just going to call him David. Don't worry. It's a bit confusing that the author of the book is also called David, though.
No, he's called Darryl.
Oh.
Find us on your socials at Gay NonGay. Listen at gaynongay.com or just search non-gay at your fave pod app.